We're on the clock now and taking a minute-long look at the fact that it will now take an absolute majority to be elected mayor of Albuquerque. Ms. Denish, how does this change the game with that? Is this an improvement?
Well, I think it's the way it should be. I'm not sure for the immediate future it changes the game very much.
Yeah.
But I think that it gives an opportunity for the voters to speak and to have a majority so they know that they have a mayor that may not be a mandate, but it's over the 50%.
Exactly. Saves the taxpayer a bunch of dough.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know about the tax savings, but I'm glad it's 50%. You know, I think that's it just makes common sense. To me, the whole issue of the business organizations coming on late in the game on this, you know, after about 4 or 5 days, started getting all these emails, vote against this, vote against this. It's like, it makes common sense to me.
We're at 20 seconds, Dan. What do you think? Is this going to improve candidates, the candidate pool? What do you think is going to happen?
It's going to do nothing. It's just going to make us have more runoff elections.
Interesting. Would you agree with that?
I think it's good to have a majority rule in a democracy, so I like it.
Is someone illegitimate as a mayor if they get less than 50%? Is it?
Sure.
Is that
I mean,
bad?
you got to think about it. It could be 40% of like 10% because it's a low turnout election to begin with. So you're talking about a fraction of the population.
There you go. Here we go once more with a minimum wage initiative as Bernalillo County looks at following Albuquerque and mandating a minimum wage hike. Daniel, why is this such a hot issue? Is this just the tenor of the times? What's going on here?
It's just, you know, we got the legislature looking at it. Let the legislature figure out what they're going to do statewide. This is a national issue. It doesn't need to be piecemealed, city by city, county by county, state by state.
Tom, would you agree with that?
I hate this issue.
Okay.
I mean, why? I don't like setting a minimum wage that is higher than our surrounding states, and especially at Bernalillo County. Thinking about it, it's almost like and us also. Let's get in on this conversation. I mean, they have a great economic development program called Increment of One. The impacts this is going to have for companies who just want to hire one person is going to be pretty dramatic. I don't like it.
John, what do you think about this?
Well, I'm a big supporter of minimum wage. I mean, there are exemptions for really small businesses, and so, you know, I think it's a good idea.
Do you have an issue, Lieutenant Governor, with the idea that if you have to make up the gap between your tip staff to reach at $8.50 an hour, it comes out of the employer's pocket? Something that doesn't seem quite fair on that.
Well, I think that's a little bit of a stretch, but on the minimum wage itself, I think the county did it in a little more thoughtful way, but they did do this thing about the making up the gap.
Sure.
I think they did it with very little risk because most people who work for a minimum plus tips make way over even $8.50 an hour.
Sure. On a related note, a veto from Governor Susana Martinez this week on a bill that would protect whistleblowers in wage disputes for public works projects. Dan, let me start with you on this one. The governor says it was overly broad, redundant. We've got stuff in the books already to handle this. Was she quite right?
I think so. We have multiple laws that have been passed in the last few years to protect whistleblowers and to make sure that they can do things like share in the windfall if they find out that somebody's stealing money or misappropriating money. So I think that, you know, just another bill, just what it winds up doing, I found I was in the legislature, is it creates a problem when you try to bring someone to court over something like this, because then you got 5, 6 different statutes. If something doesn't match up, you're in trouble.
Sure. Does it make a difference, John, to you that it's public works projects?
It's huge. Yeah, the law that it's talking about is this prevailing wage law that we have over, known as Little Davis-Bacon. And I think it's a horrible idea to veto this bill because you really need to encourage contractors to play by the same rules. You got to have a fair playing field for all contractors, and what this allows is some contractors to cheat more than others.
Sure. We're at 15 seconds, Lieutenant Governor. What do you think?
Well, I think a veto is a terrible idea. I agree with John, simply because I think just on the prevailing wage, you hear the stories all the time about contractors that are, you know, underneath the wage.
That's right.
And nobody wants to. And actually, whistleblowers, I don't care how much protection they have, they take a huge risk.
That's right.
When they go.
An about face for the Forest Service as New Mexico gets set to enter what's sure to be another awful fire season. The order from on high is to consider letting fires burn if they can be restorative and don't threaten high-value areas like last May. The service had a different policy, attacking everything with full force unless otherwise directed. John, conservationists generally like this idea to clear ground cover and such. Is this going to work out, do you think?
I think it will. The devils will be in the decision making on when it's going to be restorative or not, because sometimes, you know, the controlled burn is what led to the big fire. in Los Alamos, and so that's going to be a tough decision to make. But I think overall it's a good idea.
Sure. Your thoughts, Dan? What do you think on
It's
this?
what they should be allowing to have happen. This spending resources to fight a fire where no homes are in jeopardy, nothing's in jeopardy other than the natural cleansing should be left alone.
Lieutenant Governor, what do you think? We've spent a lot of money nationally on
Well, I
fighting
think
fires.
good fire management is really the way to go. And while we talk about the forest and the structures, sometimes we put firefighters in danger in these huge fires for no
point.
reason. So as long as we're protecting lives and it is restorative, I think it's a great way to go, and I hope it works. We're all in for I think a long season.
Yeah, unfortunately. What do you think, Tom?
Yeah, well, whenever the forest fire season gets started up, it's really going to come down to who's going to make the decision, Dan, with regards to which fires get fought.
That's right.
Because we saw in 1988 with the Yellowstone fire season, everybody's like, and granted that was a federal policy at that point,
Sure.
but they didn't fight anything until it crossed the border.
That's
At
right.
that point it's
Literally
too late.
jumped the
When is
highway,
it going to
that's
be
right.
too late?
That's right. Hey guys, we have a new pope. White smoke, black smoke. The mystery is now solved. We have a new pope. Let me stay with you, Tom, on this one. A lot of folks are excited. Southern Hemisphere. There's the most amount of Catholics in the world right now. It's a good move for you.
It is. It's a good move for Catholics, I think, worldwide. It's also, because new St. Francis, I think it is, he's going to be able to set the policy, at least for the next decade, as for the Catholic Church. I know that there's a lot of infighting right now amongst some of the Jesuits, but I think it's a great move for the Catholic Church.
Exactly. What do you think? What's the symbolism here?
Well, I thought as a non-Catholic, I thought it was riveting, the whole decision-making process, and the groundbreaking first South American, first non-European in like 1,000 years, named after St. Francis, who is beloved by Catholics and non-Catholics alike. So I think it's a pretty groundbreaking, very exciting time.
This is a man who, he's out there with the poor. He does things with people. What do you think of this choice? It just
Well, I think it's a great choice. I think, obviously we can all say it's a great choice. I'm not sure who to step up and say it's a bad choice,
Sure.
but history will only tell.
right.
I think it's interesting that he's getting a little flack from his fellow Jesuits who say, historically we stay in the back and we don't take these leadership roles.
interesting. Thank you all. Very lively. A lot of fun.